Okay, we're live, man. Yeah, and so like I was saying before, like I
Hello.
hey, hello everyone. Right now we have 0 viewers. That's all right. But but yeah, like I figured fuck all the aloha and all that stuff. We'll just go cold. It's
Just
just
go in.
screw it, man. We'll just do it raw and uncut. But I'll do it. I save it for the end. We'll do it all in reverse,
It's
and then people have to watch it
raw and
backwards.
uncut. Raw and
Exactly.
uncut, just like the new Batman story.
Exactly.
No,
But
no, he's cut.
no, no, he's all fresh and ready to go. But yeah, but yeah, so the so the Spider-Man, Spider like I there was two games. The reason why I got a PS4, and that was because of New God of War, because I really love that. I want
Yeah.
I want to play The Last of Us, the remastered one for the PS4. That's another reason why I kind of got it, but I wasn't really in any hurry. But when I saw it, I think it was E3, like a year ago, and or 2 years ago, when I first saw the footage of the new Spider-Man game, I was like, oh fuck, dude, I have to get that. And then when I found out that both Spider-Man and God of War were coming out in the same, I was like,
Yeah.
well, screw it. I'm gonna get a PS4 and like I was saving up money for Christmas, and my pops was like, "Dude, if you want a PS4, man, I'll ship in some money for you. You know, we'll just say that that's like your Christmas, and I'll give you a little bit of birthday money because my birthday's in January." So he was like,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. So it's like it's not far from from Christmas. So yeah, he helped me get a couple of games, paid for like half the system, and at that time it was, yeah, because I got Call of Duty 3 and the system for I think like 450 or 400. No, yeah, 400, because I got
That,
both the game
that's
and
awesome.
the,
Yeah.
yeah, and it was nice that I got a
Well, Call
physical
of
copy
Duty.
of the game too, so I didn't get that stupid code shit. So what was up? What'd you say? I cut you off, man.
Nothing.
No, 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 no. Go ahead, dude.
No, I'm just laughing, man. I don't understand why people get digital copies of anything.
Yeah, I don't either, man. It to
You know,
me, it's like
I've got to own it. I want it. I want it. And you can't use a digital copy at GameStop for a trade-in.
yeah, exactly.
I want the
Well,
physical copy.
that's what, like back in the day before the fucking Xbox One came out, Xbox was saying that they were going to do away with or like once you registered the game, the disc was no longer good. Like you couldn't go
Yeah,
into
they were
GameStop
about doing
and
that.
fucking, and yeah, it was like this. It's just basically proof of purchase. The physical copy was, and people got up and shit, and even I did too, because I was like, that's fucking bullshit. That's not how games work,
Well,
man.
they would have destroyed the secondary market and driven
Yeah.
all kinds of people out of work
Well, also
uh,
too, here's what happens. What
for
if
no
what if
reason.
what if your PC, what if your Xbox One takes the shit, right? So all that shit's on the hard
Yeah,
drive, and you can't, and you get a new one. Well, that physical copy, that's one and done. You already registered it to that the one that shit the bed. So whether you get water spilled on it, a flooding, fucking it blows up because you got one of the first fucking prototypes, whatever the fuck. I mean, it's like that red circle death shit with the PS4s. That they had like the Taco Bell special.
Oh,
That I don't know if you heard about
the
that, where
the original Xbox 360 was doing that a lot.
yeah, like yeah, the,
The
the red circle of
that,
death or some shit. Yeah.
yeah,
So it was
yeah.
like
I grew
yeah,
up with
because yeah, it's like internally it was overheating or some shit. Same thing like with the PS4, because Taco Bell, I guess, had an exclusivity deal with PS4, and that was like one of the early ways to get a PS4, like without having to pay for it, was to sign up, like to win it through like a raffle or some shit with Taco Bell, and then when the day it came out, that's when you got it, or you would get it the day
yeah,
of,
yeah.
and
That's
for retails
yeah.
and shit.
That's what happens on early. And I never buy systems because of that. I never buy them when they first come out. I wait 6 months to a year before I'll buy a new upgraded system.
Well, see, that's like,
you know, when the next generation comes out, I'll wait a year before I buy the new system. I'm not in any hurry, you know.
Well, that's
and
like
at my age, a year goes.
Okay, so we are good. I just checked us on the YouTube, so we're good. Sorry. Yeah, no, I'm there with you. The only one I did that with was like the Nintendo Switch. No, okay, so I lied. I got the PS4 2 years ago because I got the Nintendo Switch this last Christmas. So I'm sorry, I lied to you. Because that was one of the ones, because I got it for Breath of the Wild, and they had a deal going on, which really wasn't a deal. It was like you get the fucking game plus the Nintendo Switch from GameStop, and you still spent however, I think $350. So you didn't. It wasn't like what I was telling you with the PS4, where you actually it knocked off $50. You just got the game plus the system for like $350. Well, no, technically, yeah, it did. It did knock off 10. It knocked off $10. I'm sorry, because the game's usually
I don't have a Switch. My buddy Jason, I think, has a Switch. Jason Goldsberry, my best friend, and he loves it.
Yeah, they're cool, man.
Played the Switch. Yeah, I haven't played the Switch, and but I heard a lot of good things about it. So you know,
yeah. I mean, dude, I
negative or positive about it because I haven't played it.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty good. I use it on the dock. I don't do the handheld. The only time when I would do the handheld is when my Joy-Con, which is the actual joystick that it comes with, would kind of shit the bed, or I would have to charge it, and then I would do the handheld way, because you can actually take the two sides and it clicks onto the side of the Switch itself, because it comes with like a little dock, like a little charging dock where you can play. You can hook it up to your with the HDMI cable to your TV, or you can actually do handheld mode, and the handheld mode helps to charge the Joy-Con, the left and the right.
That's cool.
But yeah, but it sucks. I mean, the best one to get is like and eventually I got the Pro controller for it. It has like an 80-hour like life to it, battery. So I mean, it's $60, man, but it's worth it. Also, too, it plays like a regular what is it, Xbox controller. So if you're used to the Xbox, I mean, this is it, man. I mean, there's a little bit of there's some buttons that are different, like in the middle, but other than that, man, it's I highly recommend. Like, if you do
Spider-Man.
What's up?
So the new Spider-Man game is good?
It's fucking phenomenal, brother. It's great. I love it. I got the oh man, and that's one of those things, man, where I like the beginning's really good. It's actually set place. Okay, so get this shit. So these are like this is minor spoilers a little bit, but it's nothing big. And I haven't even gotten past the first act yet, because man, I've been doing side shit all the time and building my levels. Like, you can cap out at level 50 to get, and you as you level, you get the opportunity to get new suits, but you have to get certain tokens and shit that you actually have to play in the game later on. Okay, so you're actually set in Earth 1048. It doesn't say it in the game, but there's actually a Spider-Geddon number 0 that actually has a Spider-Man that came out this week, and actually picked it up.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah,
that's actually a sequel to the game. It's
cool.
really fucking good, because Christos Gage is the one who wrote it. He also co-wrote Marvel Spider-Man, the video game. And this is what's cool, man, is that imagine, okay, this is 1048. but this is an alternate MCU, right? So imagine that the MCU is Earth 1047, just, you know, for argument's sake, right? I don't know what the fuck it's actually called. It's probably Earth 648 or some shit. But let's just say it's 1047, right? I mean, because in this game you have Alias Investigations, you have Josie's Bar, you have Nelson and Murdoch, you have the Avengers Tower, you have Fisk's building, you have Oscorp, like the because it's open world, so the actual towers that you fucking that you have to go about and basically unlock the map is actually Oscorp Industries towers, because they go down because the police actually use them, and you got to go onto different police precincts. And basically, it's kind of like, have you ever played Arkham City?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember how like you had to unlock like the towers by doing like the you had to take the batarang and you had the or the bat signal shit, and you had to line it up and stuff like that, like with the analog control. It's basically that. It's almost clearly almost the same, but a bit easier for me. I mean, I always had fucking problems, man, trying to get the signals and shit with Arkham City, but this one's a bit easier. I mean, it's and the way that, and you can actually play it on friendly, amazing, or spectacular. Friendly is easy, amazing is normal, and spectacular is hard. And I like how they use that reference. But the thing is about this one, okay, so Peter goes to, so this is actually all in the beginning of the game. Peter goes to Empire State University. Him and MJ and Harry Osborn are kind of like in the comics. Well, no. Okay, here's the thing. Is MJ and Peter friends in high school in the comics, or no? Or does he meet her later when he's in college?
He met her.
I know it's a blind date, right?
I believe he was in college when he met her.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that, but yeah, it was set up by Aunt May, and she was the niece of Aunt May's friend.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, so her,
Thanks.
Harry, and yeah, that's right. Because he opens the door, and you know, yeah, that's right. I kind of remember seeing the panels. I just didn't know if he was.
And I believe I'm wanting to say that was after Gwen Stacy, but I am not sure. She may have dated him prior. And then he got serious with Gwen Stacy. I can't remember at this point, but
yeah, because I heard some stuff like it was like on again, off again, and shit. But yeah, or like he meets her, you know, like, and then, but yeah, like what you're talking about. But the thing is that in this world, all three of them, Harry, him, and Mary Jane, they're in high school, kind of like Spider-Man 1. He gets, you know, bitten by the radioactive spider and shit like that. But her and Peter go on to college, right? They actually start dating each other. They're hot, heavy. You know, they're about to move in together. But Peter and she knows he's Spider-Man, by the way. Peter calls it off because he's like, hey, listen, look, you're going to be in danger all the time while I'm doing this shit. So it's like, I'm doing this, you know, it's not you, it's me sort of thing. And, you know, and I'm looking out for your own safety. But get this shit. So he works at the Daily Bugle. She does too, and she actually is an investigative reporter there at the Daily Bugle. Yeah, J. Jonah Jameson has his own fucking podcast, and you actually listen to the shit while you're playing the game. He's like, "Is Spider-Man a menace or not? Let's have a caller come in," you know, and then like, you know, and then a caller will come in and shit and be like, "Well, actually, Spider-Man was just," it's like, "This is propaganda at its best. This is the poison that I'm telling you. Spider-Man has you brainwashed, lady, and I'm here to rectify it. I am the cure to this infection," you know, or some crazy shit. It's fucking cool, man. It's so dope.
That's neat.
Neat.
That's neat that they modernize. Yeah.
And also, too, get this shit. So basically, Spider-Man has been Spider-Man for 8 years, right? So he's actually 23. And this is how it parallels. So it's actually 2018 where we're at. So we're in modern day. So in 2008, at the beginning of Iron Man and shit, right? Because like the Marvel Cinematic Universe took off in 2008, or yeah, was it 2008? Yeah, okay, so yeah, I'm sorry, 10 years, 10 years, my bad. So he's been Spider-Man for 10 years, I believe, and or maybe I can't remember because it took 2 years.
That timeline is a little iffy. I know that the Avengers, I believe in Spider-Man the movie, it had been 8 years, and then they rectified it and made it the actual 6 years that it was from the time that New York was attacked, and
that's Avengers right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I forgot about the the incident. Yeah, that's what I was going on. Okay, so that's why it's 8 and not 10. Okay, so that makes sense. Yeah, that it was. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, because he's been Spider-Man for 8 years, so I guess he was there for the incident. But in this one, it seems like Tony Stark didn't make him his apprentice, right? Because because Avengers Tower is there, and you actually have to take photos and shit because there's landmarks that you have to take photos of Rand Corporation. So the Netflix is there, Oscorp is there, fucking Avengers Tower is there, and when you take a picture of Avengers Tower, it actually says, kind of funny, they're never here. Maybe they're on the West Coast. You know, talking about like the West Coast Avengers, you know, kind of like giving a little nod to that, you know, tip of the cap. It's so fucking cool, man, because you can actually go onto the building of the Avengers Tower and shit.
Yeah, that's neat. That's
really man. Cool. So yeah, because it's like, you know, the worlds, many worlds interpretation, right?
Yeah,
like that theory.
I like the idea that it's an alternate universe from all the other universes. It's not strictly MCU, and it's an alternate universe from the regular Marvel comic book universe.
Yeah, exactly.
So they do what they want without stepping on the toes of any of the fans that are fans of the stories that have already been established.
Because
I like it when that.
Yeah, I mean, the one of the lead guys.
Worlds or what if? Yeah.
Yeah. The many worlds interpretation, like there's infinite number of worlds, but you know, there's like, but the thing about it is that there's significant things that happen, right? So like in this instance, you have, you know, this kind of parallels with the MCU, basically, but he never beats Tony Stark. Yeah, his mentor is Otto Octavius. He actually works for him in the game. You're his lab assistant in the beginning.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's
Peter has a degree, a bachelor's in science in biophysics, and he's actually working with Otto Octavius for prosthetics and shit. So you actually go to the lab, you can do like mini games and stuff. It's to upgrade your gear and shit. It's actually really cool, man. And there's also
I'd really like to see them port that to the other systems. I can't imagine that they won't ever move it to the other systems. I don't understand why companies do exclusives like that, because and Xbox does it too, because they cut off their nose to spite their face. The amount of units they could sell is astronomical, you know, if they would just open it up to Xbox, you know. And I can't imagine that in 6 months to a year that they wouldn't open it up, but you never know, they may not.
I can see it going to PC, man, but I don't see it going to, it's kind of like the God of War thing. And also too, man, because it's been doing so good, because it's actually Sony is the one who's in charge of it, not Marvel, not Disney, because they're the ones that got.
It's a Sony game, which is why it was a Sony exclusive.
Yeah. And Insomniac is yeah. What's that?
I just don't get why they don't open up games like that eventually. It's almost it's almost counterintuitive to my business sense. I mean, if it were me, I would absolutely wait a year, maybe a year and a half, and then open it up.
I totally smell you cooking, man.
It's their product, you know. They can do what they want with it, but if it were me, I would just be seeing dollar signs, especially since it's so big.
But I will say, man, like I don't have a 4K TV and I don't have the Pro, I just have a regular. I have, my TV's 55-inch, 1080p, and I just have the regular. And this was, and I got my PS4 before they announced. Yeah, because it was. I can't remember when the hell they announced the Pro being like 400, and the regular one was going to go down like to 250 or 200. But I got it before then, so I think that was like October, December. I can't remember, because they said it at an E3. Oh no, they did say So it was the year after, because I had my PS4 for like 4 months, but if you have a 4K TV, I will say, okay, yeah, you do. So I would implore you, man, to if you ever get a PS4, I would get the Pro. So apparently, you can't get the Pro right now, like at GameStop or anywhere, probably because they're waiting to do a big push. And this is like all speculation, but these are what the people, like what the retailers are suspecting, that Sony's going to do a big push come, the last quarter, or well, I guess technically we're in going to be in the last quarter, what I'm saying, for Christmas and shit. That's why they're holding off.
Yeah. I mean,
but once again, it's all speculation. But I mean, if we're going off of like educated guessing and stuff, then yeah, I would imagine.
Now, if we're talking games, I've already pre-ordered and paid for both the Lego DC Supervillain game coming out, which looks like a lot of fun. I just love Lego games.
Yeah, I do too,
man. And Red Dead 2, which looks amazing, and that's a cross-platform game.
Yeah,
I think you should pick that up. That looks phenomenal, just phenomenal. It takes up. I think it's 110 gigs on your hard drive.
Jesus Christ, man!
Yeah, it's a huge freaking game. Yeah, I'm gonna be. Do I want to delete this? I'll delete that one. I haven't played that one in a while.
Well, see, that's when you just get like an external, man. You just get an external because you don't even have to have like a regular Xbox. You don't have to buy that stupid Xbox shit. You can just take a regular external hard drive. But what you want to do, you want to take everything.
I've got a 1 terabyte hard drive. It's a Passport. That should hook up, shouldn't it?
But here's the thing, though, man, is that if you have shit on that 1 terabyte, it's going to reformat all that shit onto, and then it's going to reformat it to the Xbox One format. So you want to take all the shit off if you're going to do that.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
About 400 there. Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you can buy just a regular external, I mean, hell, you could probably get one for like fucking $20-$30. I mean, instead of paying like $6, because what it does is that it reformats your shit to the Xbox One. But here's the thing too, like if you want to use it later on, you can just put it to PC again, but it takes everything that's saved and reformats it again to like PC. So you'll either way you're going to lose data or data.
Yeah, I've got way too much. I've got about 300 or 400 horror films on that 1 terabyte hard drive that I don't want to lose those. Those are awesome movies. They're all the classic Hammer horror films, the Universal movie films, and
the good stuff.
And all the old Marvel cartoons I've got on there from '66. Captain America throws his mighty shield. The old cartoons. I've got all those on there. And I don't want to lose any of that. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you, man. Well, see, that's like, and people like GameStop, man, and retailers, they're not going to tell you, they're not going to promote about like what I just said, because they're, in it to make money. Also, too, man, I've heard that GameStop is probably going to go out of fucking business here pretty soon, anyways, probably next year, because of all the shenanigans that they've been fucking doing. Well, you heard about Telltale Games, right? That they're fucking bankrupt.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They like announced last week, because they're in the middle of what the fuck is it? The new season of Walking Dead. And the thing is, like, their business model is so fucked up that basically all the money because they don't have original IP, right? So they have all this license shit, and they don't really make a lot of money off of it. But also too, is that when you sign up for them, right, when you pre-order a season, there's no real guarantee that they're going to fulfill all those episodes. It's almost like an Indiegogo campaign or a crowdfunder almost. Now, I didn't know this before, and the thing is that the way that they would make money was basically on like a kind of like a shoestring budget. So when they get profits from the first episode, that would fund the second episode, and then the second episode would fund the third one. And if because usually I think there's 4 or 5 of them, and that's why
their money's super tight.
Yeah, so that's why some of them were very sporadic, and that's why they never had like a certain release date. But yeah, it's like, yeah, you could probably look it up, man. I heard about that just recently about Telltale Games. I love like the Wolf Among Us. I love that shit. I heard Batman was really good the first season, at least. I don't know about the second season.
Yeah, the first Walking Dead season was really good.
Yeah, that's what I heard, man. Because you're playing as this father and daughter, I believe, and but that's the thing too, is that
they're super simple. They're kind of silly games, but they're fun. They're storyline driven, and I kind of like that. It's they're good. I like them.
Yeah, I mean that's how.
It's a shame that they're going bankrupt. That's kind of sad.
Yeah, I mean, unless someone picks them up, which I don't see why not, because I mean a lot of people like the games.
A big company moving in.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean, because like I know they have the fucking, what is it, Game of Thrones. They have one of those for it, where like you actually play as a house, as a lesser house, and it's set in the Game of Thrones era or world. I think it's around the time of right before Ned dies or something, or right before the time of of the actual series.
Yeah, right before Ned Stark gets beheaded.
Yeah, or like the king, Jon Arryn dies and shit, and the king comes before the first season. I think that's what it is. But yeah, man.
What's that guy's name who played Ned Stark?
Sean Bean.
Yeah, he dies horribly in every movie he's in, it seems like.
Yeah, I saw this one, man. It was like a B movie. It was like Black Death, I think he was in, and he was like a knight.
Yeah.
And he just and he dies like a horrible fucking, like he is chained up.
That's what he does well.
And yeah, it's like he's fucking chained up by this witch or some shit.
Fellowship of the Rings. He died, as
Boromir. Hey, he went out like a boss though. He went out like a fucking, he redeemed himself. I love that fucking movie. That was like that motherfucker took like 3 to 5 arrows, like big ass fucking Urukai fucking bolts, man, like almost ballista shit. And motherfucker was, he just guy was like,
he definitely if there's a Valhalla for Middle Earth, he's absolutely there.
Oh yeah, that dude was a fucking.
He went out a champ, dude.
He was
just a stud.
Oh yeah, man. A fucking war god, man, on that fucking battlefield.
Let's talk comics, man.
All right.
Let's talk comics. What are you reading?
What am I reading? Better yet, what are you reading? Because I mean, you read the Batman Damned, at least book 1 with the Bat Dong.
I know we talked about this earlier. I am reading the Batarwang.
Batarwang, and you got the have you seen how much those are going for on eBay right now? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Put it up.
I bought it. It was the last copy that they had at Mountain Empire. I bought it at cover price. But anyone interested in seeing what the controversy was about?
Show us that beautiful Wang.
You can barely see. I don't know if you can see it.
Move it to your right, my left. Okay. You got to move it up a little bit. Hold on. Say something. Yeah, a little bit.
It's
we see the shadow.
It's barely. I mean, it's in shadow. I don't know what the complaints were about. I mean, it's such a and I hate to say this because Batman might get mad at me, but it's such a small issue that
hey, but
I don't
he's
understand
not, you
why
know,
people got upset on it.
it's
It
like,
clearly says on the back for mature readers. I mean, I don't know. And the art, oh my God, is
yeah, it's
just
amazing.
phenomenal. I mean, this is it's just amazing, and the storyline is excellent. And I believe it's a non-canon alt universe.
It is, yeah.
Constantine's in it. It's excellent.
Yeah, because Constantine is actually the narrator. Now, this is what I don't like. This is what I don't like about the book, because Constantine said straight up that he's an unreliable narrator. I'm like, motherfucker, it's like Edgar Allan Poe never said that he was an unreliable narrator in his shit or in his short stories. It's just that you just had to go off of the fact that this person was unreliable. It's like, that's just, but because Edgar Allan Poe was into, because he was known for that shit, but he never told you straight up that, you know, it's like he never put in the story, this is an unreliable person.
But it's an excellent magazine sized book. I highly recommend it for $6.99, $7 is a steal. Considering the size of the book, the gorgeous artwork in it, and the storyline's great. So, I mean, go out and buy it if you haven't got it. Of course, you won't find you can find the censored version now.
Well, okay, yeah, let's talk about that controversy.
Doing away with the better one.
Because this is what's messed up, man, is that they actually are calling for like a fucking recall of the book, and then on the interwebs, it's like if you read it off of like fucking Comixology or something, they actually blacked it out even more, so you can't even see, you know, like the actual Wang and the circumcision going on.
And any of they're going to allow this to be sold out. They didn't do an actual recall, but any of the second printings will have the Wang blacked out, which will be easy because it's almost completely in shadow anyway. It's not like.
Well, some places they did. Some places. Well, yeah, that's why. But that's why though, because some places have actually. Some places have said that, that. And I don't know. This is like secondhand information from what I've heard. But some places have said that, DC actually has said, like, you know, to basically recall it back, or has had like a recall because of because what this is what I don't understand. Number one, okay, the DC Black label is supposed to be for mature fucking readers. That's why you have it in the first place. And it says mature reader, like you said, on the back where the little fucking barcode is. Marvel did it with Marvel Max. It said explicit. That's what Alias was a Marvel Max title, right? You know, it's for mature readers.
And the comic companies have done it for years. Marvel did it with their Epic line years ago. They even had an Epic magazine.
Yeah, Icon.
Warren magazine. All of their comics had the possibility of seeing, you know, a boob here or, you know, or a wiener there. Heavy Metal magazine, an adult comic book. Geared, a fantasy comic book geared toward a fantasy sci-fi comic geared towards adults.
Yeah.
It had, dicks and vaginas and breasts all through it. And I don't understand what the problem is, other than, we're going through this really weird Puritan time in this country where, sex is all of a sudden forbidden, or the human body is a horrible thing to see. And I just don't, we're almost going backwards, I think, as a society when it comes to our acceptance of the human body and sexuality and things like that. Why is everyone scared of a flaccid penis in a storyline where it makes sense? Because, like I told you earlier, he's just getting out of his uniform in the Batcave by himself. He's injured, and they just show him nude. It just happens that they show him nude. It's not like he's got a big throbbing heart on that he's ramming in the Catwoman. You know,
Yeah.
I could almost understand someone getting upset about that, but it's by no means to me offensive, and I don't get the controversy at all, other than the fact that I'm telling you, even if there's a recall, no one's observing it because all these comic shops are keeping this book and cranking up the price to $40.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's a fucking. I mean, that's what's the dumbest. Yeah,
all they did was make an instant collectible.
And look at it like this, man. When the comics, okay, imagine this shit, right? When the comics guy comes out, you know, you're gonna have something like it's gonna be like Batman Damn Book 1 in parentheses, Bat Dong, and then say Batman, or it's gonna say Bat Penis, and then it's gonna say Batman Damn Book 1, Shadow Bat Penis or Shadowed Penis. You know, I mean. You know, because how are you going to price it then? You know, it's just fucking stupid. It's just like, dude, just let it.
30 years going. Bat dong.
See, okay, like for me,
I'm sorry, it just makes me giggle.
No, dude, you're totally good, man. I mean, I fucking, you know, Wang Dong shit. I fucking laugh at the shit too because it's fucking a little hilarious.
I'm just, my mind is blown that it became such a big issue. And, you know, that's the problem now with, you know, people on Twitter and people on social media. Everyone flips out and then companies knee-jerk respond. And you know, I think it's in a company's best interest just to ignore everybody on Twitter.
Yeah. Well, see, that's like,
the people on Twitter are the worst people on the face of the planet.
Well, see, I feel really bad. I feel bad for Lee Bermejo, who is like the artist on that book, because now you're saying that, okay, this is the way he originally drew it. Now you're fucking censoring it. So now where's the artistic integrity of your granted, number one, it's like you're totally fucking cool with him showing some bat penis or bat head or cockhead or whatever fuck you want to call it in Shadow. Great. Now you're saying that, oh, no, we fucking totally fucked up. We gotta, you know, we can't have it. We can't have Bat Dick anymore unless it's Dick Grayson. You know, it's like, you know, this fucking retarded, man. It's like, you know, it's like also too, once again, it's for mature fucking readers, man. It's like, that's what Black Label is all about. It's fucking retarded.
Off the back of it, because that would, reading the story, that would be the only reason there's a mature reader's stamp on it.
Yeah.
You know, the rest of the story was pretty tame compared to some of the other stuff I've read.
You know what's
so
fucked
it's not
up?
Really.
No, go ahead.
Me on a Friday night. No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, man, what's really fucked up is that, dude, I have the first printing of The Killing Joke. When what's his name? God, I can't remember. Was it Higgins? Was the when he was the colorist, and Brian Boland, he got hit. Yeah, Boland, he was the artist, but he kind of was pissed that the Higgins didn't color it right. So then they did the deluxe edition. Well, in both of them, you see nude pictures of Barbara Gordon bleeding out, right? I mean, you see a nipple shot, for fuck's sake, you know, and she's been shot, she's bleeding out while you see her nipples. It's like, yeah. So what the hell? It's like, her leg wasn't spread out, and you can see vagina, or at least, you know, at least her vagina lips, because really you can't see the vagina, you know, inside. But it's like,
it's a lot rougher than anything in this Batman Damned book. I mean, The Killing Joke is a lot,
more graphic,
a lot more startling and graphic to me than this Batman Damned book. Yet it's not a mature reader's book, is it? I don't think it has a mature reader's title.
No. They said it was. No, here's the thing. It's Elseworlds. This isn't even in the Batman. This is an Elseworld book, but for mature readers. That's what they fucking said in the beginning when they said that, hey, Jim Lee was the fucking one who said, hey, listen, look, if Grant Morrison wants to go weirdo, trippy fucking Batman, go right the fuck ahead, pal. Do your thing. You know, we're not going to stop you. You know.
Yeah.
because this is
I don't get controversy.
I don't either, man. It's just okay, just because you have a vocal minority who's the fucking loudest in this case, apparently, and they get the say. It's like it's fucking stupid.
I'm old. I don't get a lot of controversies. I'm pretty open-minded about things, so I don't understand a lot of people being angry about a lot of things. I pretty much, I'm a kind of live and let live kind of guy.
Yeah.
So I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Yeah, I don't either, man. It's just
story, and it's a good book. If anyone wants to get it, it's well worth spending the $7 on. I mean, it's better than a lot of the other standard size books I bought for $7. So it's a good book.
I like it too, man, because it goes back to the old graphic novel way. If you remember the Marvel stuff, like the Punisher had like a graphic novel like that. Shadow, when the Shadow was owned by
it's
Marvel.
Super pretty.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like the pages. I almost got it, but the thing was, man, is that I canceled my Batman's because there's just so much Bat shit out. To me, it's like the only one I will get is fucking the Three Jokers when that comes out. That's the only one I'm picking up by Jeff Johns, because I want to know what the hell all the Three Jokers, like I want to see that conclude. And that was fucking back from New 52 Dark Side War, and he still hasn't fucking wrapped that, but apparently it's coming out now, but it's going to be Black Label. I hope to God they don't fucking censor anything in that, because I mean, apparently I guess
will.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to be fucking down for that whenever the fuck that comes out. But it's just one of the things.
The thing is, they're not going to let this happen again. They're going to scour each book before it comes out now.
Yeah.
And this is what pisses me off, is that they're going to take this mature reader's book, they're going to scour through it, and anything that might be remotely offensive, they're going to cut it out.
Yeah, they're going to fucking neuter it. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're going to ruin the story, which is what concerns me. I hope that doesn't happen. But, the die has already been cast with this one, so I hope it doesn't affect the rest of the storyline, because it's a great story, and I hope it doesn't affect any of the other Black Label books that come out, because they stand to be some of the better DC stories that have come out in a while.
I mean, I'll probably get it when it comes out in graphic novel format. It's just one of those things, man. Like, I thought, this is what my understanding was. I thought it was just going to be like a one and done. I didn't realize that it was like fucking book one. So that's why I was just like, oh, okay. I mean, because I didn't. What's up?
How many issues is it?
I don't know, man. I have no idea. It probably is 3. I mean, I wouldn't know.
I don't think it's an ongoing.
No,
anyway, What else?
So I read.
I know you read Doomsday Clock.
Yeah, we want to talk about it. We want to talk about it. I will say it's. Oh, you got the good cover. You got the good cover, the one with the Green Lantern and the blue moth. Yeah. I mean, I won't talk about it. I will say it does answer questions, and then because Jeff Johns was on a he was on like an interview or something for, I think, CBR, Comic Book Resources, and he said that basically, listen, look, I mean, the first half was kind of like build up and a little bit of build up backstory, and it was ramping up. Now it's balls to the wall. We're going forward, and you're going to be, a lot of stuff's going to be happening, going to hit you and stuff like that. So, and it's really good.
I really hope that it leads to the. I really hope it leads to the return of the JSA and the Legion. They're my 2 favorite DC superhero groups.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be nice to be reading some group books, some team books again. I'm not really reading any team books right now. Justice League is kind of hit or miss, and it's just not that good. And I haven't picked up an Avengers book in years from Marvel.
You didn't read the Justice League Odyssey that came out?
Team booking. I looked through it. I wasn't impressed with what I saw, so I just didn't pick it up.
Yeah.
I don't want any book where Darkseid is working on the side of the angels. I don't get it. Come on, it's Darkseid. I mean, his name, for Christ's sake, is Darkseid.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
and from what it looked like to me, it was a team of second tier DC characters and a couple of Titans and. Stop throwing the Titans in the league. The Titans go into Titans. That's why the Titans are awesome.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I mean, that's why.
And don't try to make Darkseid a good guy. I don't get it. Stop it.
Well, okay, so the way I look at it is like, remember back in the day when they, what was it, X-Force, and they had, what was it, Apocalypse, the baby Apocalypse, and Deadpool was taking care of it and stuff, and because I think it's called, I think the first story arc of that was called Dark Angel, and Archangel was actually on the fucking team and shit, and it's really weird. But that's kind of like what it kind of reminds me of a little bit, like but without like, because Doomsday was, or not Doomsday, what's his name? Darkseid was rebirthed and shit, made a baby in Darkseid War and stuff like that because he dies in the beginning, and then his daughter Grail kind of raises him or takes care of him a little bit, and then he becomes like a teenager, and I guess he's like a young man, I guess, in this. See, I don't know. I only saw the cover, but I wasn't really fucking impressed. So like I was just like, nah, and like $4, man. I just was like, I'm. See, okay, so that's my problem.
Really impressed.
Just real quick, the reason why I didn't pick up the Batman Damned was just that there's so much Batman out there. It's just, man, I'm like, I kind of gave up on Batman because I'm like, Batman don't need my fucking money to support it. Okay, Batman got a lot of other motherfuckers. I'm gonna support Aquaman. I'm gonna support Green Lantern. I'm gonna support Venom. I'm gonna support these other. What's up?
I love Lantern. Lantern's awesome. I'm not happy that Morrison's going to be right.
Yeah, that's I'm fucking man. I'm looking forward to that one, man. Liam Sharp and fucking Grant Morrison on fucking on Green Lantern. I'm looking forward to that, man. And and that's the stuff. So yeah, and that's why like all these other ones that come out where I'm just like Justice League Dark. I've been hearing is really good, but I don't care because what's going to happen is I'm going to read it once. I'm going to put it in the fucking sleeve. I'm going to put it in a long box. Next thing you know, 6 months from now, I'm going to go through my fucking long boxes and be like, gosh, man, I got to get rid of some shit. Am I going to get rid of my old ass Deadpools? It's like, yeah. I mean, I'm just going to look and be like, am I going to get rid of my 90s Deadpool? No, I'm not. Am I going to get rid of my fucking Batman, my old ass Batmans? No, I'm not. What am I going to get rid of? Well, I'm going to get rid of the 2000 shit because there's such an abundance of it, and I can get this shit off Comixology for like $1. I'm just going to trade in the Mr. K's or trade in somewhere or like, I mean, and that's why I've just come to the realization. Heroes in Crisis. Yeah, let's talk about that one, man.
Look at this. Heroes in Crisis, which I like. I love the artwork in it. The artwork's done by Man. King does the story. King's a great writer, but it suffers from what I always complain about with comics nowadays is that it's just too short. I mean, not enough goes on in the first book to really realize if I like it or not. It's a neat start to a story. I'm intrigued. I want to know what happens, but I've got to ask myself at the end of this book, what just happened? I don't know what's going on. I really don't. It's neat. I love this picture of Harley.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's Clay Mann, right? He's the artist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the art is phenomenal.
He's really good.
And I'm sure it'll be good, but but I'm a little concerned about it not being great. There were two big deaths in here. I don't know
Dude, spoil it.
read this yet.
I'm not gonna read it, so go ahead, man.
I'm gonna if no one wants to know whose deaths are in here, I won't or just turn it off right now because I'm gonna say who it is.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do a countdown. We'll do a 5-second. Okay. Starting now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's all you, brother.
All right. It's Roy Harper dies. Arsenal, and Wally West, the original Wally West, who they just brought back.
Really? That is fucking insane. Now the second one, that's fucking insane. Roy Harper sucks. But man, they made his ass like a redneck trucker without a heroin addiction. Now he has an alcohol. Now he's alcohol. Now he's an alcoholic. That's fucking retarded.
I'm so mad at Wally West's death because we waited for so long for him to come back.
Yeah.
But it was effective. And it looks to me like whoever the new Commander Steele or Citizen Steele is dead. And also, I believe Blue Jay dies in it, which is no big deal. It's Blue Jay.
Yeah.
You remember Blue Jay?
Vaguely, man, but if you want to remind me, by all means, man, because I mean, I remember the character.
A member of yeah, there's his death. Looks like he's being eaten by a crow.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Jay's left out.
He shrunk down. They were in the Justice League storyline from the '90s. Remember the Funny League?
Yeah.
DeMatteis and or DeMatteis and
oh yeah, DeMatteis. Yeah.
They were a group that were from, and they were almost analogs of Marvel characters. They were like the Avengers on their planet, and they came to the DC Earth, and Blue Jay was like their Ant-Man, and then they had the Silver Sorceress, who was like Scarlet Witch, and then Wajunda, who was the Thor character. They made it their way to Earth. Well, eventually Blue Jay became a mainstay, and you know, he kicked around. You'd see him every once in a while. He'd pop up in a league book here or there, but it looks like he won't be popping up anywhere anytime soon because it looks like that crow ate him.
Yeah. But, I mean, see,
spoilers are over.
Yeah, spoilers done. Woo, come back. But yeah, basically. Yeah, man. I mean,
it's
like
an interesting book.
Yeah, I'll probably.
I look forward. You should check it out. I think you'll like it.
See, I'll probably check it out when it comes in graphic novel format, man, because I saw 1 of 9 on that, and I was like,
"That's probably the best."
Fuck this.
Yeah,
it's like you could probably wrap that up in 4 fucking issues,
and not like a full maxi 12 issue. It's probably best to wait till.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, okay, because Tom King's writing fucking Batman still. He's going for fucking 100 apparently. I know he's wrapping up. You know, he has 1 more issue of Mr. Miracle. He probably already wrote. He's just probably waiting for the guy to draw it and shit. So that's done. Now he's doing Heroes in Crisis. I think he's doing something else.
Yeah, wrong. Mr. Miracle is very good.
Yeah, I mean, I've been pretty intrigued. I got the first issue. Like, I was signed up for it, and somehow I wasn't signed up for it.
Good. And I don't know if you've been reading that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been keeping up with. I haven't read the latest one, but I know what happens. Like, because they kind of
I think we talked about this before. I think the only issue I have with the entire storyline is the constant 9-panel layout on every single page. Kind of gets monotonous.
Really? I mean, that's Alan Moore, man. That's like Watchmen. That's the 9-panel grid. I mean,
but it wasn't on every single page.
Yeah,
go back and read the Watchmen. Yeah. It wasn't on every single page. I mean, he would break it up.
Yeah.
It just, I mean, this entire series from book 1 to book 11 has been a 9-panel layout on every single page, except at the end of 11, they do a full spread at the end of the book.
Oh, do they?
Which was kind of nice. Yeah. I can't wait for the next issue. It's a really good. I loved how they wrapped up this issue on almost a cliffhanger.
Because
the next issue will be great.
Because, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, okay, so Big Barda and Scott Free, they have a child. They have a son, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Jack. And basically, to stop the war.
Their son, Jack, who's named after Jack Kirby.
Yeah. And to stop the war, Darkseid's like, hey, the only thing you have to do is just send your kid over to me and we'll cease, the war and stuff. And then they're like, okay. And they're thinking long and hard about it and stuff. And you see him collecting certain things of Jack's and whatnot. And then you find out that basically it's all a fucking ruse. And like the things that they gathered were actually parts of Mr. Miracle's show, because yeah, I know what it is, because they said that they would give over the anti-life equation to Darkseid would give over the anti-life equation to them. And he's like, and then whatever the mouth or the speaker of Darkseid is like, hey, listen, look, after they give the kid out, because Darkseid gives up one of his eyes, and he's like, well, I can't use my Omega beams now. Big Barda crushes it and says, just to be certain. And then it's like, and then so the speaker says, hey, listen, look, Darkseid has the knowledge. He's always going to have the knowledge. He can't give up the anti-life equation, even though you fucking possess it now, I guess. And they're like, okay, great. Hey, and then Scott Free takes the fucking kid, takes Jack, and he's like, all right, let's boogie. And that's where all the because like it's like a crib, right, or some shit that
I lost you.
No, I was like the Jackson like a crib or something, or they take a crib with them. That's basically like a teleporter or some shit. I can't remember. Or am I totally off?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, my internet connection's horrible.
I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
I think I'm lagging.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I think.
Hello.
Okay. What happened? Am I lagging?
Yeah, you're lagging kind of. You're lagging pretty hard right now. It's cool though.
Yeah. Well, basically what happens is Darkseid gives up his eye, and says that what he says is, I will keep the bullets, which is his memory, and I'll give you the weapon, because he can't manifest the anti-life equation without both eyes. So he can't use his Omega beams. And then Mr. Miracle and Barda betray him, and they try to keep the baby, and it ends pretty neat. But I do suggest people read this book, and I don't know if you can hear me now.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello.
You're good.
Okay.
You're good. I heard everything. Okay. I heard everything you said.
Okay. All right. And I think that's about it. I mean, I'm reading The Immortal Hulk, which is really good. I don't know if you picked that up, but it's pretty phenomenal.
I haven't, man. But if you want to talk about it, man,
kind of has it has an old school Universal horror monster feel to it. He's not able to manifest the Hulk in the daytime. It's kind of gone back to the old school Hulk, where he turns into the Hulk at night, which is great. He's gone across the world cleaning up some of his old messes, and it's really well written. They've introduced a instead of Jack McGee like you saw on television show, they've introduced a reporter that's on his tail named Jacqueline McGee, who's basically a female version of Jack McGee, and it's nice having that little bit of stuff from the original TV show in the book. I like that. So I'm reading that, and I don't know if anyone's reading any of these old True Believer reprints, but if you're missing out on these, you're really missing out. You know, they're $1 a piece for a full comic. If you haven't read any of these old school books, they're really worth it. You should check them out.
Yeah, because that's
and I think that's about it. I was going to mention. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say you had the first appearance of Iron Fist, right? Like the Marvel premiere.
Yeah. And then they've got the Power Man Iron Fist and Luke Cage Hero for Hire, and you know, the first appearance of the Punisher. If you can get these for $1, it's really worth it.
Oh, cool, man.
So you should check those out. And I was going to mention Jeepers Creepers, but I refuse to give Dynamite any more airtime. They're horrible. Dynamite is horrible. You know, I liked them initially when they were putting stuff out, but when you open up a comic and it takes you less time to read than it takes you to take a crap, it's just not even worth reading. I read this last Jeepers Creepers in not even 5 minutes. It's pathetic. There's no storyline in there, and this was the last issue of this series, and it was shit. I mean, the whole from beginning to end, from issue 1 to 5 was garbage. So I'll not be buying any more Dynamite product.
Really?
But I think that's it for me for comics this week.
Yeah, this week. Yeah,
this
like
week.
The only ones that I picked up, well, like I was away in Miami a week ago, so like I had a little bit of a stack. I had Doomsday Clock, I had Venom issue 6 from Donny Cates, and then I had I finished up First Host, which is kind of like a prequel of that book, of that run, and that was actually really good, man. The First Host, yeah, that wrapped up nicely because I picked up 3, 4, and 5 and read those, man, and it was really good, man. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, if I just wait till the trade paperback, man, I would strongly get the what's his name, Mark Bagley and Paco Diaz.
Bagley's awesome.
Yeah, Bagley's phenomenal, man. I love his art. I'm not too akin to his new stuff. I mean, I do like it, but I favor more of his 90s art. It just looked more mature.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he has that art style from the Ultimate Spider-Man universe, and some things I like, some things I don't. His Venom's phenomenal. It's just that when he draws characters now, it just has, I don't know, it just has like that shininess to it, and I like the more gritty aesthetic to it, like the 90s. That's
the dark,
you know, gritty. Yeah, I like that. I mean,
that's
like
all the 90s about.
Yeah, and that's like minus the image stuff, but yeah, I like the 92 to like 96 Mark Bagley, especially like his was it Magnum Carnage and Carnage Run and stuff like that, and just that all around, man. What's up?
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Carnage was awesome.
Yeah, like the first volume of Venom wrapped up, like the Donny Cates run, because this was issue 6, and then I believe the trade paperback, which is Venom Rex, is what it's called, that comes out. It actually wrapped up very nicely.
That's cool.
Yeah,
so
because
you're enjoying the Venom story. Are you looking forward to the Venom movie?
Yeah, man. I wanted to talk. Hey, man. Okay, before we go, okay, I know we're running low on time here, man. I know you're on a time crunch. Okay, Venom comes out next week, man. Are you?
Yeah.
Do you plan on seeing it next week?
No, I'll be.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
be
that's
in
right.
Texas.
Yes,
At
you'll
my
be in a
at
wedding.
my daughter's wedding all weekend.
Yes, that's
But
right.
and honestly, I can't see a Venom movie without Spider-Man. Um, so I'll probably sleep on that. I'll wait till it comes out on video before I see it, or DVD video. That's how old
Oh
I am.
man.
I'll wait till it comes out on Sanskrit.
Oh my gosh. See, I was gonna say, man, like if you wanted to do, like if you wanted to go to the fucking movie theater, man, see it, and then fucking like maybe like a day or two later, we just get up on here, man, and fucking like talk about it and shit. I mean, granted,
to do that. We need to do that. We absolutely need to do that with a film. I don't know if Venom is the movie because, like I said, I'm out of town. It's bad timing.
well, yeah, yeah,
But we absolutely need to do that. I mean, it's not like we're going to have a shortage of superhero movies to see.
yeah. Well, see,
and
that's
we should go see one. We should go see one together and then get on here and talk about it.
hell yeah, man. Like, even so, man, because like I am gonna see. I am gonna try to go the Sunday. I probably won't go like
Okay.
the day of, but I'll probably go as the next Sunday to see it. And dude, I love Tom Hardy. So like, if you
I do too.
well, see, that's what I'm
I do
saying.
too.
If you wanted to go, I easily pay for your ticket. You know, if you just wanted to go like the next week or some shit. But I mean,
go. You know, we could go. We could go next week sometime if you want. Not this coming
yeah,
week,
the
but
following, yeah,
yeah,
man,
we could do that. I would
yeah,
love to do that. That'd be fun.
yeah, because like, dude, because I mean, I've yeah, because I haven't gone on the movies in like fucking forever, and it just going like alone kind of sucks, you know.
Yeah, it does.
It's like you're like the fucking like one lonely depressed dude. It's like it's fucking
You feel like,
it's like, or at least people see you as that
you feel
and
like
shit.
a loser.
It's like
you're looking around at all these people with people, and you're like, I suck.
yeah, and it's like,
hey, I see you again.
yeah, yeah. Well, see, I got off because I figured that it would help the stream. So that's why I figured that the video would help, because I know sometimes
it did help.
Yeah, but yeah, man.
That's funny.
Yeah, but like I said, man. I mean, if
Let's
you want
do that.
if you
Let's
yeah,
do that.
I mean,
That'll be fun.
I mean, I don't mind springing for you, dude. I mean, that's totally fine, man.
That'll be fun. And then we.
Yeah.
I just hope Venom doesn't. I just hope Venom doesn't talk like, oh.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man. You know, it's like
out here.
your imaginations. You know,
yeah, you gotta do it like that. There's some upper weapons, Batman.
It's like, oh, Spider-Man. This is Venom. It's like, my God. It's like, yeah.
Your fucking Batman.
Yeah. I mean, dude, okay, before, like, after we get off, there's
I do look forward to it. I'm a huge Tom Hardy fan.
That's the only reason it got me in the movie. That's the only reason why I'm seeing this movie is because of Tom Hardy. And also, too, man, real quick, after we get off, there's a 35-second clip of Venom that just came out like 2 days ago. Like, he's actually fighting guards. Have you seen it? Did you see the Venom clip that just came out like 2 days ago? It's like 35 seconds of the movie.
The what?
There's a Venom clip.
I haven't seen it. No.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. After we get off, man, you should look it up. It's like, it's a 35-second Venom clip where he's like fighting guards and shit. It's really cool, man, and the graphics look awesome. And they have like a lot of tracking shots, so it's not like cut away. So you actually see the CGI in play while he's fighting the guards and stuff. It's really good looking, man. Like I've seen it twice now, and it's like, yeah, I'm fucking looking forward to that. But yeah, man.
Cool.
Yeah, because because the bad thing is, man, is that no reviews have come out on it yet because
I look forward to it.
Yeah.
All right, man. We'll do it. We'll get together.
All right, brother. Sounds good to me. Heck yeah. Well, yeah, we'll do it. So I'm guessing that's the dinner bell.
I don't know why I haven't seen a review on it yet. That concerns me.
Well, yeah, that's one of the things too. Okay, so real quick, the thing about it is that it's like Wednesday. They're doing like a press release of the movie, but they can't, or like that next Tuesday, I believe, they're doing a press release where the press can see it. Then they can't do a review until Wednesday because the movie officially comes out Friday, but they usually have like Thursday releases, right? You know, the advanced screenings and stuff like that. But yeah. Oh, you got the you got the you got the liquor out already.
Friday night, baby.
I can't drink any of this on my meds. I don't know what she's doing.
So I'm guessing that's the cue to start wrapping up the show then.
Oh yeah, Kelly's ready for drinking, so it's time to go.
Okay. Well, thank you everyone for joining us for another. Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, Greg. Hey man, that's the good stuff, bro. Fuck yeah. That's my drink, man. Vodka, man. Especially Grey Goose, man. That's top shelf.
One night we're actually gonna have to do cocktails.
I know. It's like, yeah, exactly. We're definitely gonna have to do it.
Well, God bless you. It's good talking to you, Greg.
All right, brother. You too, man. Take care. And everyone, thank you for watching.
I'll talk to you again soon.
All right, brother. Take it easy. Thank you, man.
Aloha.
Aloha, everyone. God bless. Good night. Good luck. All that jazz. Thank you. Thank you.